The Nexus program has always created some interesting phones. It's Google's take on what a smartphone should be, and you can pretty much be sure that if you bought a Nexus, it would be a pretty great experience. This here is the Nexus 6P, and even after almost a year, it's still one of the best smartphones you can buy. What was always great about these is that you get Android, and just Android. What Google makes is what you get. But now it seems like that might be changing. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Matt, and this is the Nexus launcher. So up until now, we've had the Google launcher, which is what we expect from a stock Android device. But now we have this, and it's interesting because it's quite different from what we've seen before. There are quite a few changes here, and it gives us an interesting look at what Google might be thinking of doing with the Nexus program. So when you take a look at it, at first it looks like nothing's really changed, but at the bottom you'll first notice that there's no more app drawer. Well, really, it's still there, but there's no more icon for it. Instead, you swipe up and you get access to all of your apps. It's kind of like a dock and an app drawer combined, so you have your apps that you use most that are there in the dock, and you can swipe up on the dock and then access the rest. I actually really like this. I think it works extremely well. It doesn't take up an extra icon. Overall, I'm all for this. I think it looks great. And then at the top, we have the date and the time, which you can't actually move around, which is kind of interesting. And also on the left, you have the Google icon, which again, you can't move, but here you can quickly access a Google search. Now lastly, one of the main changes here on the home screen is the folders. We actually got a glimpse of this in the Android N beta, and personally, I don't really like the way it looks. I think it looks pretty bad. I mean, I get the idea, it's kind of like a portal into the folder and you get to see your apps. I get it, but it just doesn't look all that good. Maybe if it was a square or something, but personally, not a fan of it, but I did get used to it. Now, you also get some other features like a new wallpaper picker with a ton of different options, and overall, this is kind of a complete overhaul of what we expect from the Google launcher. Now, this is interesting to me because it really seems that Google's taking a different approach to the Nexus program. Before, it was Google's version of what an Android phone should be, and it still feels like that's what it's going to be, but it's going to be a lot different than what we get in stock Android. Right now, every Android phone manufacturer downloads the bare bones version of Android, and they can do whatever they want with it, and it seems like Google's also doing that with Nexus. They're taking the stock version of Android and adding Nexus on top of it. We did hear from Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, at the Code conference, talking about them being more opinionated with the Nexus program, so it means they're going to be doing more with it. Personally, I would love for them to build their own phone. I think they make great hardware. We've seen that with the Pixel line, and I think that would be really nice to see in a phone. But if they don't do that, which it doesn't really seem like they're going to, at least not yet, it's nice to see that they're going to be taking the Nexus program a bit more seriously and doing more with it. But that is an early look at the Nexus launcher. It's not out yet, but you can download an early version of the APK. Links for that will be down below. Also, be sure to let me know down below in the comments what you think of this. Do you like this launcher, and what do you think of the Nexus program? Where do you think it's going? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to subscribe so you can see new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Also, be sure to follow me over on social media. Links for that will also be down below. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Again, my name is Matt, and I will see you in my next video. See ya!